Hi all, Cynthia here from MB Pretty Papers, back today with something a little bit different for me. I'm doing some altered playing cards. This is the first one I ever done. It's a part of the Miramas Creative Cafe. It's a Facebook group which I recently joined. I don't know why I hadn't joined long before, because I certainly watch her videos and I love her work, but decided that I would go on and join the Facebook group, and I absolutely love it. And over there she has a challenge, a different letter of the alphabet each week, alter playing cards. I think they've already finished the alphabet once. I'm not too sure whether they're going through it again, and I'm just starting for the first time, so I've got a little bit to catch up on. This day I actually did two. I did A, which is A for antique, and B, which was B for balloons. But this video is just the A part. Did a fair bit of indecisive work here. As this is, as I said, the first card that I've ever done. Wasn't exactly sure how to make it work. I've certainly watched a lot of people make theirs, but for me it was all new, so things go down and things get pulled up, but we'll get there in the end. It's okay for a first time, and I don't think that stays there. I think I'll pull it up again and move it down a little bit, which I don't really know why, because you don't see much of it in the end, but that's just the way it goes, isn't it? Have this wooden chip frame here. Wooden chip frame. Now that doesn't make sense, does it? It's a chipboard frame. Why doesn't that sound quite right either? Anyway, it's a frame, and I ink the edges up and put that down. Pull out this little postcard type of thing, and I'm going to stick that down the bottom. It gets moved around a few times as well. It doesn't stay where it is at the moment. It moves right down to that bottom corner, but you'll see that as the card progresses. Go into my wood veneer, and I pull out this little curly bit, and I think that works quite well because it's the same sort of swirly patterns what's in the background now. And I love these butterflies. I pull out a few of those as well because I thought I would keep that butterfly filling continuing on. And I also grab out this wood veneer here, and I absolutely love that. I think it's a gorgeous little piece, and that sits up there in that corner. And I don't really know why during the process here I did not get out my hot glue gun. For some reason or other, I'm determined that I'm going to use gel medium, which is not appropriate for half of this type of things that I'm trying to stick down. Not that it doesn't work, it just takes too long and it's too slow, and I generally whip out the hot glue gun, but not today. I do it the hard way. So I'm starting to like the way this is looking. So I trim that edge down, and then I come back in and start rebuilding everything. There you go, that's when I decide that I'm going to move that down to that spot down there. Love these little acetate butterflies. So I've only got a couple of those left. I put one of those there. I did get the heat gun out later on when I glued down that wood veneer and my butterfly. As I said, I was using gel medium, which is really, anyway, that's another story. And I got the hot glue gun out to help dry some things off, and it made the leaves, the wings of the butterfly curl and crinkle, and it looks awesome. It's a happy mistake. You'll see that at the end. There's some close-up photos, so check that out. But I really like the way that looks. I did sort of continue on and emphasise that a little bit too. So I think I would definitely maybe use that technique again. As I said, I've only got maybe one or two of the butterflies left anyway, so I won't be using it too often. Just inking up the edges now. I initially inked a few things up with Fire Brick Red, but now I've come in with Vintage Photo, I think it is, just to give it that vintage look, antique look. Sorry, I'm working off the bottom of the page a little bit here. I don't think you missed too much. I do come up here in a moment and you can see what I'm doing. Just adding a little bit of antique-y vibe to it, and now I'm going to glue everything down. The video does sort of cut off a little bit at the end. You don't miss too much, mainly just me trying to glue things down and make things stick in place, but there are definitely close-up photos at the end where you'll be able to see the final product. Tell me, people, what do you actually do with all these altered cards and tags when you've finished creating them? I have them, but I don't really know what to do with them. I'm going to have to come up with a plan. Maybe I'll get a stack and do I don't know, post them out to somebody, do I don't know, a lucky dip draw, or I don't know, ask who wants them, whatever it may be. I'll get half a dozen made up and then I'll see what I can do with them. I think I did read somewhere that someone suggested using as gift tags for presents, and I did like that idea, but don't give a lot of presents. There's only my husband and I really don't give each other too many presents, so I certainly wouldn't be giving them to him. I've got a girlfriend, I give her a couple of presents each year, maybe. Maybe. Pulled off that bird down the bottom and decided I want to continue on with the butterflies instead, because I think that works well. And I love this flare. I've got two of these flares. You can see the other one up in the top corner, and I've had them in my stash forever and a day. And I thought it looks really good with like the top of the tag, as if it's a little grab pulley bit. I have some green down on the bottom right with that butterfly, and then some little leaves in the background. I want to bring that up to the top, so I thought I would use these green hearts, but I don't, and I end up going into my stash and into my little green ephemera container, and I pull out that stem floral, no, not florals, that's just leaves, and I end up using that up the top. And then I go back into my stash and I find some little gold leaves. I love these leaves. They've been around. We get them from our local Kmart. They've been around for a long, long time, and I've had quite a few packages over the years, and I just think they're a really nice touch there at the end. Just to finish a project off, and you'll see those in the close-up photos. And it's not far from here when the camera stops. I'm not too sure what I did. I must have went off to grab something, paused it while I was away, and then never started again. But I'm pretty much finished. As I said, I only put the green leaves down, and then it's some close-up photos. Here's these leaves that I talk about. These are just stunning. I just love these. And all done. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the process. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Love reading everyone's comments. If you're not already, feel free to subscribe. And until next time, everyone, have a lovely day, a lovely week, or a lovely month, and I will catch you on the next video. Until then, bye.